Good morning. Big news. A massive polar vortex is barreling down from the Arctic, bringing a dramatic blast of frigid air across much of the United States. This isn't your average cold snap. Millions will face dangerously low temperatures and the threat of significant snowfall. Today, we'll break down which regions will be hit hardest, how low the temperatures will go, and what kind of snow to expect. We'll also give you a clear timeline so you know when to brace for the worst. So, grab your warmest blanket, and let's dive in. Your safety and preparation are our top priorities. Let's get started. Let's take a closer look at the regions directly in the path of this powerful Arctic outbreak. As a mass of frigid air barrels southward from the polar regions, it's set to impact a vast stretch of the United States, bringing with it some of the coldest temperatures and harshest winter conditions we've seen in years. From the Northeast to the Midwest, and all the way to the northern plains, millions of Americans will soon be facing a true test of winter's fury. The Northeast, especially states like New York, Pennsylvania, and all of New England, will experience a rapid and dramatic temperature drop. Residents here are no strangers to winter, but this cold snap will be especially intense, with temperatures plunging well below average and wind chills making it feel even colder. Snowfall is expected to blanket cities and rural areas alike, creating hazardous travel conditions and increasing the risk of power outages. Cities like Boston and Portland, Maine should brace themselves for bone-chilling cold that could last for several days. The combination of icy winds and heavy snow will make daily life challenging, and local officials are urging everyone to take precautions. Schools may close, and public transportation could be disrupted as the storm intensifies. The Midwest, including Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and especially Michigan, faces a double threat: plunging temperatures and the potential for intense lake-effect snow. As cold air sweeps over the Great Lakes, it will pick up moisture and dump heavy snow on communities downwind. This could lead to whiteout conditions, dangerous roads, and the possibility of school and business closures. Wisconsin and Minnesota are on the front lines of this Arctic blast, bracing for the lowest readings of the season. Rural areas could see temperatures drop to double digits below zero, while wind chills make it feel even colder. Farmers and ranchers are being warned to protect livestock, and everyone is advised to limit time outdoors to avoid frostbite and hypothermia. The Dakotas will experience some of the most extreme conditions, with life-threatening wind chills and the potential for blizzard-like conditions. Winds whipping across the open plains will create blowing and drifting snow, reducing visibility to near zero at times. Emergency services are preparing for an uptick in calls, and residents are urged to stay indoors whenever possible. Nebraska and Iowa will also feel the brunt of this Arctic surge. Icy roads and heavy snow accumulation could make travel treacherous, and local authorities are already preparing road crews and emergency shelters for those in need. Even the Appalachians, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Western Virginia will feel a harsh dose of winter as cold air is funneled down mountain valleys. These regions, often spared from the worst of Arctic outbreaks, will see temperatures plummet and snow pile up, making mountain passes and rural roads especially hazardous. The upper Midwest and northern plains, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, are at highest risk for dangerously low temperatures and severe wind chills. In some areas, exposed skin could freeze in minutes, and local officials are warning of the increased risk of frostbite and hypothermia. Residents are being asked to check on neighbors, especially the elderly, and those without adequate heating. The Northeast, especially inland New England, is also at high risk for a significant cold wave. Heavy snow and ice could lead to downed power lines and isolated communities, so it's important to have supplies on hand and a plan in place in case of emergencies. Bottom line, from Fargo to Boston, a huge swath of the country must prepare now. This Arctic outbreak is not just another winter cold snap, it's a widespread, dangerous event that will test the resilience of communities across the northern United States. Now is the time to check your heating systems, stock up your emergency kits, and make sure you have enough food, water, and medications to last several days. Limit outdoor time, dress in layers, and keep pets indoors. If you must travel, let someone know your route and expected arrival time. This is a major event. Don't underestimate it. Stay informed with local weather updates, follow guidance from officials, and look out for one another. The coming days will be challenging, but with preparation and caution, we can all weather this icy blast together. Let's talk numbers, because when it comes to winter weather, the numbers tell a story of just how dangerous things can get. As the mercury plummets, we're not just talking about a chilly day, we're entering a realm where the cold itself becomes a serious threat to health, safety, and daily life. This polar vortex means a plunge into true Arctic territory. Imagine stepping outside and feeling a wall of frigid air hit you, the kind of cold that bites through even the thickest layers of clothing. The landscape transforms. Snow swirls in the wind, visibility drops, and the world takes on a harsh, frozen beauty. In the upper Midwest and northern plains, air temperatures could drop below -20 Celsius, -4 Fahrenheit. For millions, this means waking up to a world where every breath crystallizes in the air, and every surface is coated in frost. Even the most routine activities, walking to your car, waiting for a bus, become a test of endurance. At these levels, frostbite can occur in minutes. Exposed skin, especially on your fingers, toes, nose, and ears, can freeze before you realize it. The risk is highest for children, the elderly, and anyone who has to spend time outdoors for work or travel. Wind chills will be even more dangerous, potentially reaching -40, where Celsius and Fahrenheit meet. That's life-threatening cold. In these conditions, the wind strips away body heat at an alarming rate, making it feel much colder than the thermometer shows. Prolonged exposure can quickly lead to severe injury or even death. Hypothermia and frostbite are real risks. Hypothermia sets in when your body loses heat faster than it can produce it, causing your core temperature to drop. Early symptoms include shivering, confusion, and drowsiness. If untreated, it can be fatal. Frostbite damages skin and tissue, sometimes permanently. Protect your extremities, fingers, toes, nose, ears, and limit time outside. Dress in layers, cover all exposed skin, and make sure children are bundled up tightly. If you must go out, keep trips brief and check for signs of frostbite or hypothermia. Infrastructure is at risk too. Pipes can freeze and burst, car batteries die, and travel becomes hazardous. Roads become slick with ice, and snowdrifts can block highways. Emergency services may be delayed, and even a short power outage can have serious consequences in this kind of cold. Winterize your vehicle and keep a survival kit, blankets, food, water, flashlight, in your car. If you get stranded, these supplies could save your life. Make sure your phone is charged and let someone know your route and expected arrival time before you travel. Pets and livestock need protection as well. Animals are vulnerable to the cold, just like people. Don't leave pets outside, and make sure livestock have shelter from the wind and snow. Bring animals indoors or provide shelter, unfrozen water, and extra feed. Check water sources frequently. Ice can form quickly, leaving animals without anything to drink. Extra calories help them generate body heat. The power grid will be strained as demand spikes. With everyone turning up the heat, there's a real risk of outages. Ice and snow can also bring down power lines, leaving entire neighborhoods in the dark and cold. Prepare for possible outages. Have backup heat sources and supplies ready. Stock up on batteries, candles, and non-perishable food. If you use a generator, make sure it's outside and well ventilated to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. Check on elderly neighbors and those living alone. They may need help with supplies, shoveling snow, or just a friendly check-in to make sure they're safe and warm. These aren't just numbers, they're a warning. Extreme cold is more than an inconvenience. It's a serious hazard that demands respect and preparation. Take this cold seriously and stay safe. Avoid unnecessary travel, stay indoors when possible, and keep an eye on weather updates. Your safety, and the safety of those around you, depends on it. We'll get through it by being vigilant and prepared. Look out for one another, stay warm, and remember, together, we can weather even the harshest winter storms. With this level of cold, snow is a given, especially for the northern plains and Midwest. North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin could see several inches, even a foot or more, of dry, powdery snow, easily whipped into blizzard conditions by strong winds. Michigan and other Great Lakes states face intense lake-effect snow with rapid accumulations and whiteout conditions. The Northeast and Appalachians may not see a major storm, but fast-moving snow squalls can create sudden dangerous travel conditions. Travel will be disrupted, roads slick, visibility near zero, and airports facing delays and cancellations. Schools may close, businesses may go remote, and public transit could be delayed. The combination of snow and extreme cold makes even short trips risky. Prepare now. Get your snow gear ready, stock up on ice melt, and ensure your car has winter tires. If you don't have to travel during the storm, stay home. Safety first. Don't take chances in these conditions. Timing is everything. Knowing exactly when to brace for impact can make all the difference in how you weather the storm. Let's break down the timeline so you can prepare with confidence and stay a step ahead of the cold. The first signs of the Arctic blast will appear on December 10th, sweeping into the Dakotas and Minnesota. Expect temperatures to plummet rapidly, with wind chills making it feel even colder than the thermometer reads. Snowfall could be heavy at times, reducing visibility and making travel hazardous. If you live in these areas, be ready for a sudden shift in conditions. Roads may ice over quickly, and outdoor plans should be reconsidered. As the cold front pushes eastward, a second, even more intense wave will target the northeast from December 12th to 14th. This is when the storm reaches its peak severity. Cities like New York, Boston, and Philadelphia will see temperatures drop to dangerous lows, with wind chills that can cause frostbite in minutes. Power grids may be strained as demand for heating spikes, and the risk of hypothermia increases for anyone exposed to the elements. This is the period to be most cautious. Limit time outdoors, and make sure your home is ready to withstand the cold. The cold won't let up quickly. From the Midwest to the Northeast, below-average temperatures will linger through December 19th. That means more than a week of persistent cold, icy roads, and the potential for ongoing disruptions to daily life. Schools and businesses may face closures, and transportation delays are likely. It's important to pace yourself and your resources. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Prolonged cold like this puts stress on everyone: people, pets, and infrastructure. Pipes can freeze and burst, power lines may sag under the weight of ice, and even healthy individuals can be at risk if they're not properly prepared. Make sure to check on vulnerable family members and neighbors, especially the elderly or those with limited mobility. Use the days leading up to December 10th wisely. Stock up on non-perishable food, bottled water, and any medications you might need. Double-check your home's insulation, seal up any drafts, and make sure your heating system is working efficiently. If you have pets, ensure they have a warm place to stay indoors. Prepare your emergency kits with essentials like flashlights, batteries, blankets, and a battery-powered radio. Don't forget extra chargers for your devices, and keep important documents in a safe, accessible place. If you rely on medical equipment that needs power, have a backup plan in case of outages. During the cold snap, minimize travel whenever possible. If you must go outside, dress in multiple layers, cover exposed skin, and wear waterproof boots and gloves. Check on neighbors, especially those who might need extra help, and offer to shovel snow or run errands for them if you're able. Stay connected to local weather updates through your smartphone, radio, or TV. Conditions can change quickly, and local authorities will have the most accurate, up-to-date information for your area. Pay attention to emergency alerts and be ready to adjust your plans as needed. To recap, the cold begins its march on December 10th, starting in the Midwest and quickly spreading east. The most dangerous period will be in the Northeast from December 12th to 14th, when the cold is at its most severe and the risk for weather-related emergencies is highest. The chill will persist through December 19th, so be prepared for a long stretch of winter weather. Planning ahead is your best defense. Talk with your family about what to do if the power goes out, and make sure everyone knows where emergency supplies are kept. Review your winter emergency plan together so everyone is on the same page. Stay alert, keep informed, and don't be caught off guard. We'll continue to track the storm and provide updates as new information comes in. Remember, your local news and the National Weather Service are your best resources for immediate updates and safety tips. Stay safe, stay warm, and take these warnings seriously. Preparation now can make all the difference when the cold arrives. That's the outlook. This polar vortex is serious, and preparation is key. Dress in layers, protect your extremities, and check on those who may need help. Keep emergency kits stocked, pipes protected, and pets indoors. Stay updated with trusted local weather sources throughout the event. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your prep tips in the comments. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you in the next video.